So, Ashanti, of course, you know, we've been in quarantine, and it's been like a time where everybody been kind of shooting this shot at everybody. I don't know if you've been dating or not, but what are some traits that somebody has to have in order to take Ashanti out? Like, once we get to that.
Fellas, take note. This is your opportunity.
You have to be funny. Y'all already know I love to laugh. I'm always laughing. You have to have integrity, care about your family, be a go-getter, you know, super ambitious. Just somebody that just wants to progress in life, spiritual, you know what I mean? And just, you have to feel like a loyal, genuine being. You know, I think that's really sacred nowadays, especially with everything going on. Everybody's trying to look for the come up, you know what I mean? So those are the things that are important. Obviously, you have to be smart and be able to know how to articulate, because if you can't do that, you can't make money, so.
Hey, fellas, take notes.
Okay, she's dropping gems for y'all.
Speaking of classics, I mean, we seen the interview that you did with Fat Joe, and he said, and it's crazy that you just found this out, that you weren't supposed to be a part of What's Love, and that's everybody's classic. Like, we grew up on that. But I really want to know, Ashanti, you know, like, being on Murder Inc., y'all influenced the hip-hop game in the early 2000s. Like, why do you think it was a situation where Irv just wanted J-Lo on all these records? Like, you see all the tweets now in the comments, Ashanti was on the vocals for I'm Real.
The inauguration.
The inauguration.
I think as an executive, he was probably chasing the bag more, you know what I mean? And honestly, at that time, I wasn't even signed to Murder Inc., you know? So for him, I think it was, you know, J-Lo's a huge, huge artist. She still is, you know what I mean? Iconic artist. So he was probably on, let's get the money. We're going to worry about our little artists later. You know, so that's what my thought is. But, you know, everything works out for a reason. We did it. Shout out to my brother, Fat Joe.
I'm about to say, we did it, Joe.
We did it, Joe. We did it.
We did it, Joe.
But look, Ashanti, you know, one of the reasons why the Verzuz was delayed was due to you contracting COVID. So, you know, talk about just like about your experience dealing with it, you know, maybe even the severity of how, you know, fast this disease can, you know, just spread. What was it like for you?
So here's the thing. I literally, my bags were packed. My stylist was at the house. We had the jet waiting. I literally went to take the test as like a precaution. Like, okay, let me just do this. It's part of the thing. I had all my stuff ready. You know, we're ready to go. And when they said positive, I was like, who? You know, I'm like, who? Not me. And I was just so dumbfounded. And I was stunned, genuinely, because I couldn't believe. And I'm not saying it like, oh, I'm invincible, I can't get it. I'm saying it like, I wear my mask, I sanitize, you know, I had a shield. Obviously, I had just gotten back from Nairobi in Kenya, and I was around 13 people every day. You know what I mean? And we were like doing videos and eating together, and you know what I'm saying? So it's like, how did I get this? I didn't get it from traveling. I didn't get it from going to Africa. I got it from hugging a family member in my house. You know what I mean? And that's the part that's so scary, because everyone is worried about going outside and going to the supermarket and doing this and doing that. I was doing that, you know, with my mask and my sanitizer, and I was safe, and I was, you know, 6 feet apart. And I gave a family member a hug. He didn't know he had it, and he gave it to me, my mom, my dad, you know what I mean? So yeah, it was really, really bizarre, you know, and I couldn't believe it. You know, I just was like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, it's not supposed to happen like that. I'm being safe, you know? So I'm a pure example of it genuinely can happen to anyone, even when you are following the guidelines. So I feel like it's important to follow the guidelines on top of, you know? It was not a good thing. And we could clear this up right now. A lot of,
I'm about to say, clear
the air.
I'm really confused on how someone would think that I would fake COVID, that like it would be, you know, something that's made up, or I'm trying to not, like, that was so bizarre to me. You know, you kind of not really, you know, the knowledge isn't there, for lack of words, to say that, or think it, or believe it rather. You know what I mean? Because the disease is not anything to play with. You know, people die.
Yeah.
People's families have been shattered. You know, it's not something that you play around with, you know? So I just wanted to make that very clear, because I would never fake that I have a virus. Who wants to tell the world that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm about to
everybody
say,
just be on the internet.
and I'm glad you made it clear, because everybody on the internet like, Ashanti's scared, or they canceling it again.
Right. And I'm
we
like,
looking at all this.
I mean, you could have just came down with a common cold. Why do you got to be COVID?
Yeah.
Like, you know
exactly. That's my thing. And I genuinely, I mean, I had a little sniffle, and I did lose my sense of taste at that time. And I know sometimes I get allergies. So I was like, all right, this is just a cold. Maybe it was the safari. You know what I mean? We over in Africa, maybe it was the safari. So I'm like, okay, this is just a regular cold. But I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. You know what I mean? And again, just the fact that my parents both had it. My mom was in the hospital for 5 days, you know. I was up at the hospital, like looking like a crazy person, marching through the doors. Like it was a nightmare. So again, I just want to be very, very clear that the virus is nothing to play with. It's nothing to joke around about. You know what I mean? And I don't think anyone in their right mind would fake it, you know?
Yeah.
Just want to be
Definitely.
Definitely.
So don't even come at Ashanti with that no more, okay?
So it's no
Thank
more
you.
But Ashanti, we appreciate you for stepping into the shade.
Yes.
We are
you
ready
guys.
for tonight, 5 p.m. Pacific time. If you on the West Coast, 8 p.m. on the Eastern time, we got this Ashanti and Keyshia Cole battle. A month later, we here with it today.
Yes.
We active.
All the classics
All
will
the
be playing
classics.
tonight. Okay?
Exactly.
But the youngest don't know about this timeless music right here. Okay?
Listen,
you
I
gotta tune
always
into that.
said there is a difference between a hit and a classic. You know what I'm saying? So,
Hey,
you know,
can I get a
Say it
retweet?
again. Say it again.
Retweet. Say it again.
Ashanti, thank you so much for stepping into the shade room. We appreciate you so much. Good luck tonight. We already know you're about to kill, okay?
We appreciate
thank you
it,
guys
Ashanti.
so much for the love. I love y'all. Thank you.